Rocky rejected a plea deal on Tuesday, January 21. $AP Rocky's lawyer claims that the firearm involved in a November 2021 altercation with $AP Relly was nothing more than a prop gun for the purpose of scaring off potential threats. On Friday, January 24, opening statements began for $AP Rocky's trial. He faces 2 felony counts of assault with a semi-automatic firearm. $AP Relly, who was not present in court, accused Rocky of firing a semi-automatic handgun at him in 2021. During opening statements for the prosecution team, Deputy District Attorney Paul B. Prezzelomik recounted the events leading up to the altercation. He also claimed that Relly showed up the night of the altercation thinking they would just argue, and this would repair their relationship. This is not a complicated case, Prezzelomik said in his opening statement. The defense will turn in an alternative explanation to what happened that night. We ask that you do not leave your common sense at the door. Rocky's lawyer, Joe Tacopina, began his statements by claiming that Relly is a fraud who is leveraging a fabricated story to extract money from Rocky. In surveillance footage, which was shown in a prior hearing and presented once again on Friday in front of the jury, Rocky is seen holding a gun. However, Tacopina claims that it was nothing more than a prop gun. It looks and sounds like a real gun, he said in court, adding that his client was advised by security to carry a prop gun to scare off potential attackers. Tacopina also claimed that Rocky is licensed to carry a firearm in California. For Relly, it was never about justice, it's about a man seeking a profit from a fabricated narrative, Tacopina said. Rocky has nothing to hide here. Friday's hearing had a rocky start when the prosecution said they submitted new evidence on Thursday night. After the altercation, Relly returned to the scene and retrieved 2 9mm shell casings he claimed were from the gun Rocky allegedly shot. Relly testified at a previous hearing. According to the prosecution team, a new examination proved that the shell casings exhibit characteristics of a Glock Model 40 and 43, among others. The markings on these casings are a bit more unique, and the examiner will testify that the markings he's seen are very rare, but align with a Glock 43, Deputy District Attorney John Lewin said in court. The defense team grew upset about the timing of the submission and requested more time to have their own expert examine the evidence. We assured him, Rocky, yesterday that he is going to have a fair trial. I don't know how we are supposed to do this. It changes the complexity of this case, Tacopina said. I don't know if I've ever been this upset in a courtroom in my whole career. This is unfair to him. Judge Mark S. Arnold ultimately chose to grant the defense's request and offered to have the court pay for an expedited examination of the evidence. The case will pick up on Tuesday to give the defense team extra time to prepare. Everybody at the table has great credibility. I don't believe that there has been nefarious conduct by anybody. What I'm seeing here is the casing that were recovered were examined, and they could have been fired from a Glock 43 or any 9mm gun, Arnold said. On Tuesday, Rocky turned down the plea deal from prosecutors and chose a jury trial instead. If he pled guilty to one of 2 felony charges, Rocky would serve 180 days in jail and receive a 7-year suspended sentence with 3 years on probation. Now found guilty, Rocky faces up to 4 years in jail. In October, the trial was pushed back from its original November date after Tacopina said it was due to a scheduling conflict with the artist's show at Rolling Loud Thailand 2024. Meanwhile, in January 2024, Rocky entered a non-guilty plea after a judge determined there was enough evidence to stand trial for the allegations in November 2023. After the arraignment, Tacopina told reporters Rocky, born Rakim Mayers, was cool as a cucumber. He also said Rocky, who shares 2 sons, RZA, 2, and Riot Rose, 17 months, with pop superstar Rihanna, was ready to get the trial over with so he can start enjoying his family. At the end of the surveillance video, one member of the group sprinted away while the other 2 fled on foot. Relly testified that he went back to the scene to retrieve 2 9mm shell casings from the incident. Under cross-examination, Relly claimed he didn't call 911 until 2 days later because he wanted to retain a lawyer first. Rocky was arrested at Los Angeles International Airport on April 20, 2022 and released on bail the same day, per the Los Angeles Times. Rocky was later released after posting a $550,000 bond, according to the outlet. 3 things to know about Ashley Tisdale's 2 kids. Close.